A portion of this episode is sponsored by Frozen. Stick around, you're gonna wanna see this. Rubber bands!
Hey y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band man.
These have long been the ammunition of choice for young and old for indoor warfare. Before we get into the cool stuff I'm about to show you, haha, how cool would that be? There's a trick to flinging a rubber band with your hands that not everybody knows about, so I got a little secret for you. Here's how you fling a rubber band with accuracy. What you want to do is take your thumb and your finger and stretch the rubber band between it. Easy enough. Now, take this finger, put it right here, and then push and let go. So you can see this rubber band side, super loosey-goosey. This one's tight like a guitar string. And when you fling it, that difference introduces spin, which makes it accurate. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Rubber bands as ammunition are fantastic, but it's really hard to decorate all of your phalanges with rubber bands in order to do rapid fire. And that's where a rubber band gun comes to play. And we've got the model from Printables, and this rubber band gun is a model available for free over on Printables, and it's called V2 and it's by NagyBig. But take a look at it. Look at this. What do you see that's different than most of the models you've printed with supports? It has organic supports. These are a new feature in Prusa Slicer 2.6, and I've been playing with the Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 4 versions. And what I wanted to do was try organic supports on a model with flat surfaces. You can see how the supports start, right? They start here. If you look at the bottom, they're right there. They're not touching the model. I did a thing, and it's Kim the Mechanic, and it's by Printed Obsession, a gloriously talented 3D modeler commissioned by Fotis Mint and available over on My Mini Factory for $5. These are organic supports, and when we talk about organic shapes in 3D printing, typically something like this would be printed in resin, which I did, and it looks glorious, but I wanted to give it a go on an FFF machine and utilize these organic supports in Prusa Slicer 2.6, the Mark 3S Plus that I printed on, the anniversary edition. It's at home. I have not freed this from the build plate yet because I want to experience the organic support removal process for the first time along with you. Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, and it's free. Some organic supports. It's cracking and popping. Oh, and just kind of peeling off like that. Oh, this is the tool that Kim the Mechanic uses. So with organic supports, the idea is you can just kind of peel apart the tree and still get your model. I want to make my own little PLA organic forest, right? Glue these down or gloop them down and just kind of make a forest. Oh, for Halloween, how cool would that be? I love this type of model. I love the retro futurism. I love the dystopian sort of nature to it. I love this character. If you out there ever cosplay Kim the Mechanic, tag me. I'd love to see it. So organic supports, kind of neat, not perfect. Just like that. Ooh, okay. This is where it gets interesting, and I wanted to do this with you. It looks like this piece of support grew into the model.
How is this all possible?
The Prusa Slicer team is doing their best to optimize things in like their Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 4. Hey, no supports on this or this. Here we go. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is the Frozen Sonic Mini 8K, and with a 7.1-inch 8K LCD, its ability to reproduce details in models is nearly unparalleled within the consumer space. Just check out this Xenomorph from Fotis Mint that I printed on this machine. Printing was a dream, supports nearly fell off, and the detail in the final model is staggering. If you want to get one for yourself, it's $6.99 at time of filming. Big thanks to Frozen for sponsoring this part of the show, and now, right back to it. All of these support structures have to come off. You can tell there's definitely a delineation between support material and the lines of the model itself. Okay, it's got a good slide. Okay, now the rubber band. We got action. This is the NagyBig rubber band gun. First test fire. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm not doing something right. This one should, oh, here we go. Oh. The mechanism is ingenious. It's a rubber band ladder. So if you have 5 rubber bands here, it just kind of moves them up, one right after the other. This was a bit of a bust. I know this works. I've seen the video. It could be that my rubber bands aren't necessarily the right size or shape. It could be that the dimensions were off. It could be that the support piece that I had to chisel away is not making it work. I think I could take it apart when I have some time and figure out what's going on. But if you've printed this, I would love to see it. Tag me online, wherever you are, with a video of it working. What if this wasn't the end all be all? What if we could come up with a design that's G-Max sized and have like a massive rubber band Gatling cannon, just doo. Remember that show on Discovery, Monster Garage with Jesse James? The first time that they had a failed build, and he got into like an SUV with a big cannon on top and started shooting the failed build. And later I read about it, and when producers or when the principal people on there read that it failed, they were just ecstatic. And it's because it proved to the audience what they were trying to do is real, and there were consequences. I hope that in showing you the reality of trying to do this, it's not just print, shoot, repeat. It's more like print, assemble, troubleshoot, swear under your breath. This is annoying, come on. Add a little 3D gloop. So in reality, even though I've been doing this so long, you know, there's always problems that arise. If you're doing a print project and you run into issues, just don't let it bog you down. Just accept that this is part of how you do this, and then come back and revisit when you've had a little bit of food in your belly to help supply your mind with some nutrients, and then try again. This won't be my last attempt because I would love to get this working, and I would love to get a big one working. So with that in mind, just consider this part 1 of many, and we'll eventually get there. But you made it here, and if you made it this far, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more, fight for a cause you believe in, organic, support all the things, and as always, high five. Nothing beats this method of flinging a rubber band.